Previously, on It's Not a Podcast, It's a Talk Show. Wait, why do we need a narrator for the final episode? It turns out this train wreck is difficult to keep track of, even for the person writing it. So, consider this the spark notes of the show before the final exam. Don't interrupt me again. On the eve of the decadal... centennial? Decadal anniversary of Epic, beings from another timeline invaded. I think it got retconned into a parallel universe instead of being another timeline. Alright, one more time, and I'm doing lore drops that were implied but never stated. Anything else? Alright, beings from another timeline, known as the Four Kings, invaded in order to obtain the four keys from the four gates and bring the world to its knees. For a while, they worked in the background while the host and their mirror dimension duplicate cracked jokes that were sometimes considered funny, but ultimately just existed because the writers wanted to do something creative every month. Eventually, the story shifted to our invaders as they began to collect the necessary keys to bring their plan to fruition. To access the Gate of Darkness, they needed to purchase a paid DLC. Instead, they found their guide in the Gate of Memory, who granted them access a different way, as well as providing them the Key of Memory. I don't think the keys are ever named in association with their perfected anywhere in the story. The Reaper and the Rogue from the Four Keys are both shards of darkness who infiltrated the group to keep tabs on Spring, and Reaper also dated the perfected of memory for a while. Happy? Dude! Uncool. They learned the Key of Darkness had been given away, they collected the Key of Paradoxes, before they broke the timeline for a few scenes, and now we're here. Second narrator. Following the events of last month, our noble villains, sure in their ability to break the fourth wall and ruin the episode for everyone, set forth on their great quest to save the plot and discover what is now known as the Gate of Retcons. It's pathetic, literally just cut to black, oh, everything's finished, time to get moving. Yeah, it's like they don't even care about the plot anymore. I'm sure they do care, they must have just written themselves into a corner for a couple of jokes and didn't think about how they would have to write their way out of it in the future. What? That is oddly specific. Yeah. We should kill her to prove a point. Ooh, the final part from Quest Man 78 was just posted.
Here's the boy. Today, we're talking about Eddie's Cream, our first channel sponsor. Do you need cream or cream byproducts?
We'll get the dream cream.
From Eddie, local cream dealer.
You see.
Since 1963.
Oh, is the spit still going? Sorry, my bad. I've interrupted.
To access the Gate of Retcons, rewatch the first video in the canonical timeline and you will be teleported into the Gate of Retcons. Now remember to hit that like button, ring-a-ding... Okay, we don't need to watch any more of that. You know, it's weird that our running subplot is just about us spending too much money on glamour. We should have a villain. You would destroy our world for the sake of a bit? You ask as though you wouldn't do... Did we put on shaders? Yeah, the writers wanted it to be more dramatic, so we're doing that whole shaders thing, and then we're changing your vibe a little bit, and we're changing my vibe a little bit, and we're just kind of rolling with it, seeing how it goes. Alright, fair enough. You ask as though you would not do the same. True, but did you prepare a villainous monologue to properly activate the keys? I needed to write down nothing. The incantation will come to me when the ritual begins. Very well. You will find the Key of Retcons where it has always been, in your inventory. Tucked away under 8 unopened maps from past expansions, some eye-level 160 food, and that one faded orchestration roll that you said you were going to get back to in craft, but we all know you won't. Hey, I will, I just need to finish a few things first. Yeah, and I bet you also think you're going to throw away those useless maps too. What? I'm going to use them. They aren't even portal maps. Okay, shut up everyone, I'm starting. I would rewrite the world. Let timelines twist and be rewritten. Let realms descend and stories repeat. With the four keys assembled, the interloper known as Spring began her dark ritual. The goal? To rewrite this reality and make it her own. But they were, all 4 of them, deceived. For another key was made. In the land of Gridania, in the binding coils of Bahamut, the dark host Ilyana forged in secret a master key to control all others. And into this key they poured their creativity, their determination, and their will to salvage this plot. One key to rule them all. Wait, keys are a World of Warcraft thing. And this is more of an amulet than a key anyway. Hey, who was the focus group for this? The focus group was a group of WoW players. Alright, fair enough. This is where you come in anyways. By the power of the key of plot twists. And here, at the end of the story, do we find our resolution. A vague and confusingly symbolic scene of the animator, reminiscing to himself about a past long forgotten. Perhaps it was never even thought about in the first place. Oh, don't wax poetically, this is just symbolic of us burning the storyline and moving on. Oh, really? Then why are you here? Because I'm dead. Technically. Sort of. I got turned into a false hydra, that's close enough to dead. Oh, I'm also technically dead. What? Why would they bother killing you off? One, rude, but it's pretty deep in the novelization. The Perfected of Retcons mentioned that I was a fractured fragment of the host, and how in order to ascend to the throne of the Perfected plot twists, I had to be reincorporated, so. Dude. So uncool.
Signing off, Randy.
Of Randy's Cream.
Yes!
The main competitor to our sponsor, Eddie's Cream? Why would you do this?
And welcome back from commercials to the show. It's not a talk show, it's a podcast with your host, me. I've been here the whole time.